I forgot the new software is Professional.
Professional.
Professional. So it gives us
Professional.
a countdown. It gives us a countdown before we start recording.
Because we fancy now.
Hello, Brandon Chalmers. It's been a while.
Yeah, it has.
I blame. I don't know what I blame. I've been away because I've had to finish coloring book 2 of School for Extraterrestrial Girls. It's in the can. It is done. It is completed. It is out of my hands now. It's off to the printers. Or, well, I guess not really. It's off to the letterer.
Congratulations.
Oh, yeah. So sorry for being MIA for everything. I missed WrestleMania. I missed seeing Keith debut at a new federation.
How could you?
All sorts of stuff.
How could you, Jamie? How could you take a project that you're incredibly proud of and the rest of us are incredibly proud of you for and pour all of yourself into it and not spend any time telling dick and fart jokes on our Potamacast or traveling to the Great White North to go see Wrestle Friends?
We've been gone so long that YouTube has deployed a new subsection of everyone's channel. So before we would just upload podcasts to my YouTube channel. Now there's a separate section for podcasts. So if you are a podcaster and you're using YouTube, go check out in your dashboard. There's an area for podcasts, so you can upload directly to that because YouTube is trying. Like the shorts thing sucks, but YouTube is also trying to push hard on podcasts. So who knows? We might have actually been ahead of the game for.
Hey.
I don't think that's the case. But
oh man. So do we want to do this proper? It's been a bit. I'm a little out of practice, but
tell the people what they're are about to subject themselves to.
Hang on. Let's excuse me. Hang on 1 second.
Stretch out your instrument. Get it ready.
Ha ho ha. The Human Torch was denied a bank loan. Ha. Often imitated, never duplicated, we bring you as part of the Hard Knock Media Podcasting Network, the one, the only fucking Do-It-Cast. Once again stating and coming to you live from Hard Knock Media Podcasting Studios, right outside of our nation's capital and just outside of beautiful, scenic Baltimore, Maryland. My name is Brandon Chalmers, and with me, my co-host with the mo-host, Time Magazine's own, a man who just finished his second book and the largest cock I have ever seen, Jamie, Angry Zen Master Noguchi, and we are going to bring to you a story of the ages, probably not, and we are going to tell you of all of our epic adventures while we've been gone. We haven't been done shit. And then we will recap all of the things that have bothered us, because boy howdy, that's what we need, and that's what the world needs is more fucking people complaining into a microphone. But you are here and are welcoming beautiful pearl-covered sandy shores at the coast that is the fucking Do-It-Cast.
Yeah.
You all can consider me the Ricardo Montalban of Fantasy Podcast Island. That's right, my friends.
Fantasy Podcast.
Welcome to Fantasy Podcast.
He asks me. He tusks me. Oh, that's Star Trek 2, Wrath of Conrad.
Yeah. More Ricardo Montalban. Yeah. That's right, kids. The fucking Do-It-Cast is back. Fucking Do-It-Cast V3 now with more Ricardo Montalban.
This is City of a 5.
Oh, man. So, we good?
Yeah. That was awesome.
Cool.
That was a great.
It was terrible, and I'm super out of practice, but it's all right. It's weird to be back. It's good to be back. It's weird to take the time out again. I'm like trying to figure out what I was supposed to be doing today after work because it's like try and fucking manage all the shit and just, yeah. Anyway, do we have a topic? Because I wanted to talk about something forever ago, but I'm gonna have to bring it up.
Oh,
but
okay.
Do we want to do recaps? Like, well, where are we at right now?
Well, if you have something, go for it. Because I had an idea, but that can wait. Mine
so
is
I'm hopping into my Googles now. Hang on a second. Let's see. Let's see. So I am bringing up a article from The Guardian. Yeah, I know, but it was just the first thing that came up. So this was published on March 28th. Jamie, were you aware that apparently an Australian company managed to create mastodon meat?
Oh, the meatball!
Meatball!
The meatball! Yes!
Now, this is probably the primest example of we thought about whether or not we could, not about whether we should.
Yeah.
Because I am infinitely confused about, did we actually do something good? Or did we just spend a lot of money and want to make it sound like we did something good to justify that we did something?
I think we did something.
We did something because what we did now. I'm paraphrasing here very much, and I'm just kind of going back here. Okay, so I'm going to kind of tear through this real quick. So a mammoth meatball has been created by a cultivated meat company, resurrecting the flesh of long extinct animals. Now, that statement says that there are more than just the mammoth, but I might be reading a little bit too into this. Now, the project aims to demonstrate the potential of meat grown from cells without the slaughter of animals, and to highlight the link between large-scale livestock production and the destruction of wildlife in the climate crisis. Now, the Mammoth Meatball was created by Val. It's an Australian company which takes a quote-unquote different approach to cultured meat. So
we do it.
Well, there's that, but
that's their approach. We do it. Y'all bitches talk about it. We make it.
So, quote, the goal is to transition a few billion meat eaters away from eating conventional animal protein to eating things that can be produced in electrified systems. And we believe the best way to do that is to invent meat. That sentence is a whole thing. We look for cells that are easy to grow, really tasty and nutritious, and then mix and match those cells to create really tasty meat. Now, Jamie, here's my fucking problem. Do you know what my problem is?
No.
Do you know what my problem is?
No.
They're afraid to eat it because they're afraid it's too dangerous to eat.
Then why did they
the whole premise is that they're going to create really tasty meat with things that are easy to find, mammoth, and then make it available for everybody. They made a meatball that you can't have. They created the world's most questionable snack. Like, Funyuns are out there mocking this mastodon meatball for being a safer thing to eat.
I find
the 7-Eleven taquito, the cheeseburger bite, the definition of someone who dropped ground beef on that hot perpetual motion machine until a hamburger just gave up and became a tube. And that is considered safer to eat than this questionable ass Aussie fucking company that decides that they're going to make mastodon meat that you can't eat. And all I can think is, no wonder you all lost the emu war.
Because the thing, is, are they not letting people eat it, or can they not find somebody? Because I find it hard to believe they can't find somebody.
I think they're afraid to let someone eat it. And all I'm saying is, if I get prehistoric diverticulitis from eating that fucking mastodon meat, no regrets.
Yeah.
No regrets. That's the biggest carnivore flex I could possibly think of.
Yeah,
Like,
why would you make it otherwise?
What?
Like,
right.
why would you make it otherwise?
Why make a thing that you can't actually eat? That's food. Like, what the fuck is the purpose?
Yeah. I'm sure someone would eat it raw just for TikTok. Just like get that shit.
Well, no, that's the thing is the image shows it cooked. So like
they already cooked it. What's the problem?
It looks
dead.
Now, one of two things is true. It always looks cooked, which the image that they showed is not actually real. Or that they made this mastodon meatball, they put it into an air fryer? I don't fucking know. And they cooked it. And then they pulled it out. And somebody went, shit, let's tear into this thing. And somebody went, wait! What if you get prehistoric indigestion? You might die.
If it's double dead, eat it. That's what we do on the concert. If it's double dead, you eat it.
This is the same culture that fucking brought us Steve Irwin. It brought us Paul Hogan. It brought us Foster's. It brought shrimp on the Barbie. It brought, that's not a knife. This is a knife.
It's a knife.
And it is too cowardly to find somebody. Baby, look, I'm just saying, you don't have to go far to find yourself an American hero, because I'm not saying that I should have the stars and stripes fucking waving behind me, but god damn it, there's a man here who's ready to fucking take that meat bullet, my dude. Like, I'm here. Right. Like, no, imagine I insist that they do the national anthem, but I teach them that the proper way to do it, and no American has told them, is to do the O.
Oh,
because
for the longest time, I thought that was how you did it.
And that's how it should be. I'm going to teach an entire, because that's the thing. I'm going to go on a full fucking expedition to Australia. I'm going to teach the locals that's how you do it. And then I'm going to teach them that that's how you do it. You do the national anthem before a sporting event, and anything that you might die doing is a sporting event. And that's what I'm saying. I'm super fucking here for it. We do it. I get a bunch of Aussies to go, ew. And then I do Aussie. And they go, oi. And then I fucking immediately douse this mastodon meat in Sweet Baby Ray's that I managed to keister and get it through TSA, because I will not use some sort of American sauce on this. I know how the fucking Aussies roll. They charge you for sauce packets, Jamie. What? They charge you for sauce packets. They charge you for sauce packets. Look, I'm not saying that this is a weird time to get welled up with national pride, but you know what? You know what? Like, there are two things that I'm flexing right now, is that we don't get skimpy with the sauce, and that if you're looking for somebody who is willing to eat faux mastodon meat, I'm your Huckleberry. You ain't gotta go far, baby. God damn. Like, make it part of a thing. Big deal. Elon Musk launched a spaceship. I'm gonna eat a fucking mastodon.
What do you think it tastes like?
Meat. It tastes like meat.
Tastes like meat.
Well, this is the reality, is that we've done Abbey Burger. I've done ostrich and camel and everything else like that. I've had muskrat before. Like, it's varying degrees of gristle, sinew, and char. It's rare if anything has any serious flavor to it. Some things are a little sweeter than others, but a lot of times it all depends on freshness and preparation. Like, ground beef is boring. That's why we put shit in meatballs.
Yeah, I think it would be more along the meatball-y type. Like
yeah, because it's a meatball.
The beefy, like the beef type, rather than like a gamey, lean.
Well, and that's the thing, is that just shows what it's like. Because the second you turned it into a meatball, you told me one of two things. The only way to eat this is ground, which is its own problem. Because if you're going to make mastodon meat,
It's gotta be a
And
steak.
right, and I get to actually live out my Fred Flintstone ass fucking dreams. I want to be able to wear that orange smock and fucking yabba dabba do this, baby. I want to sit down with a giant fuck steak, something that would make fucking Texas jealous. I don't want to carve into that shit.
Yeah.
I don't want to be like, God damn, throw the fucking dog out. Let's fire up the fucking little, you know what the greatest part is? Under the sink, another little mastodon. I'm raising my own meals with the leftovers of my other meals. It's a fucking genius system, Jamie. Like Hanna-Barbera had it right the first time. We don't need to reinvent this shit. I'm going to solve this right now, baby. We don't need electric cars. We just need dinosaurs.
Like, fuck a tomahawk steak. Like, if you're making a mastodon steak, you need like a big
tomahawk steaks suck. You just are trying to look fancy. You and I
trash can lid size mastodon steak.
Tomahawk steaks suck. If you want to actually eat a great steak, you either get Wagyu and you pay Jesus Christ through the nose, or you get a damn solid fillet, right? Yeah. You don't need the tomahawk steak. You're just showing off by going, look at the bone I got. Good for you, fucking Ivan Drago. Nobody gives a shit. You and your 9 dude bro friends on Instagram are super fucking excited about you. Like, who cares?
I'm very disappointed that they haven't eaten this thing yet. I need, you know how like sommeliers have those charts with all the notes of the flavor. I need that for the mastodon motherfucking meatball. I need them to. We have fucking Star Trek phones.
Well, we
need to know what the mastodon meatball tastes like.
Here's my other concern, right? Why mastodon? Because we've opened up a world of questions. Should we have been eating elephant the entire time?
Oh no. No, because they're endangered.
Right. Why? Why?
Because
of
their tongues.
You think Jeff Bezos is at right? There's a whole other animal there. You think Jeff Bezos is at elephant? I bet he's at elephant.
I bet he's
at elephant.
God, I bet you there's
I bet he's got. I bet there's a super. I bet there's a super. It's not even black market. I bet there's like, and I bet it's called like Omaha steaks, and they just deliver real fucking cryptic shit, like toucan wings and shit like that. Like you just real funsy shit. Omaha steaks. Yeah. They're not creative, but they're definitely delicious. Like that's what I'm saying. The real question is like, are there other magical meats? Because that's what my question is. If you're gonna fill in the gaps, and they literally say like mastodon and other elephant-based animals, that tells me that you think. Now, here's what I can't tell. If you're going to make it in a lab, who cares how big the animal is? Because, like, reasonably, quail is delicious. Yeah. Why not make quail meat? Why not make something more tender? Why not use bison, for example? Like, why use, because there are prehistoric style bison that were fucking massive. Why not use existing bison, which are raised for livestock, that could be in a controlled environment, that you could easily use that stuff and branch that out? Why a mastodon? Why an elephant? Because it feels like marketing at best, and I just have more questions because big deal if you're not going to eat it.
I think the thought process might be we need to do something extinct. We need to do something that we can easily get the DNA from. And I guess maybe mastodon DNA is easier to get a hold of than dino DNA. But, I mean, you need to eat it. Like... If you're going to do it, you need to follow through, because your entire premise is that we are making sustainable meat where you don't have to have a meat farm.
Right.
So you need to follow through with it. Otherwise, it's just marketing.
Right. Because I assume once you have the ability to create that DNA strand, you can recreate that DNA strand in a controlled environment. So you don't need we don't have to use 1/100 millionth of a mastodon every time we make a batch. Like,
Right,
this is
right.
not a finite resource. This is, hey, we figured out the DNA code. And then when we had it's literally Jurassic Park. And when we had the breaks, we filled it in with the existing code. And then that's how we make a baby dinosaur. And then
baby dinosaur.
Right. And then all we did, or all we stopped short at, is we were like, we probably shouldn't raise this because an entire like island full of mastodons is probably a terrible PR thing. Because like, right. And meanwhile, every black metal band is like, why did you take this from us? This is our home. Because we could have made so many mastodons, and we could have taken them to Greenland, and we could have released them in the Arctic North, and we could have let so many black metal bands do videos in front of real life mastodons, and we miss out on so goddamn much because then we get to have the hunt. Now here's where I'm saying things get a little questionable, but follow along with me, right? So we've made this enclosure, we've made these mastodons, right? Millions of years separated, human and animal. Right, they're a different kind of creature, tougher hide, woolly things, out in the middle of the fucking tundra. Then we managed to marry together two things that we don't like to talk about: how our meat gets to us and rich people who like to hunt. And we marry those two things together, and we let them open source just start murdering mastodons en masse. Cut them up, send them back. Look, all I'm saying is we could feed the homeless, we could solve rich guy problems, and we could give black metal the gift that it's always deserved. Like, that it'd be the greatest gift since corpse paint. Like, and that's a group that doesn't ask for much.
Mastodon eating mastodon while being filmed in front of a herd of mastodon. Like, come on.
Imagine what happens to the band Mastodon. Like, it opens up the whole world.
Come the fuck on.
God damn it. Like,
Mastodon branded mastodon.
Oh my God. Yes.
Fuck you.
Yes.
That's amazing. They need to eat the meatball. They need to eat the meatball.
Why make a meatball if you're not going to eat a meatball? Look, this is a core thing for me. There are children starving, and you're going to not be part of the Clean Plate Club? You self-sustaining vegan fucks are not going to eat your meal. You make a forbidden meal that isn't actually meat, you grandstanding, not cheese-eating motherfuckers. Have you ever had vegan cheese? It's terrible. It's terrible. I try. I'm good with the faux chicken and everything else like that and the frozen stuff. Like, I'm trying, man. Stop it with the fucking cheese. Cows need to be milked. It's nothing wrong. It's nothing wrong. Anyway, look, you made a forbidden snack. You grandstand about it. You bring press in, and then you motherfuckers don't eat it. You don't eat it.
You have to commit to the bit.
That has to be the first thing. What's it taste like? It's fucking delicious. We all ate it. Everybody here ate it. It's delicious.
The size of that thing, that's a meal for the lab.
Yeah, you know what we did? We got done eating the first one. Immediately we decided we were opening up and serving lunch. It's Mastodon Mondays. Sunday sucks. You're not happy about being at work, but guess what? Mastodon Mondays. We got the recipe from IKEA. Right. We got the recipe from IKEA. We've got the lingonberry, we've got the mashed taters, and we got the Mastodon meatballs. We're serving them up piping hot. That's what I'm talking about, baby. This is, we opened up half the warehouse.
Marinara.
That's what I'm saying. Right. There could be a Bubba Gump thing about all the ways to serve Mastodon. God damn it. There are so many.
Mastodon burger.
Mastodon stuffed peppers. Mastodon stuffed peppers.
So here's the question. Is lab-grown meat vegan? Because the whole thing about vegans is they don't want stuff.
Well, it's all plant-based.
Animals. Yeah. Well, they don't do eggs because that comes from an animal.
Right.
Do vegans do honey?
I have no fucking idea. I can't get too into it. Like, the vegetarians I can comprehend.
Yeah. But when
like I can fucks with vegetarians all day long. I got no heat. Like I'm super good with that. I can do the vegetarian diet even. Like it's not a personal choice, but I got no heat on it. Well, I can go out with a bunch of vegetarians, go to a vegetarian restaurant, have myself a perfectly delightful meal, and be like, oh, that was really good. I've done the fucking bean burgers, the whole night. I've really done my best. Carnivore as much as I am, I've really done my best. I don't fucks with the vegan thing. I can't get down with it. It's just it's too much. Like life is short. Eat the cheese. Like I can understand the idea of like we don't want to harm the animal. Okay, fine. I get it. Babe gets to live. You don't eat bacon, but fucking cheese, milk. You don't get down with cereal. What? Oat milk, almond milk. You're gonna burn up gallons of water. You're gonna be that's a water rights in fucking California. You're gonna get fucking weird with me about dairy milk, but you're gonna burn fucking 190 gallons of water to make fucking 46 almonds to somehow milk an almond. There's no teat on an almond. Do you understand me? There's no teat, no milk,
no nut titties.
No. Oats don't have teats. I need tatties. Tatties is where milk comes from.
So for all of the ethical vegans, the ones who do it because they don't want to hurt animals,
sure.
Does lab grown meat, does the mastodon solve that? Like if you're a vegetarian for ethic reasons, you're not killing anything. It's already dead. It's extinct.
Let's double back. How much energy do you think it takes to make lab grown meat?
Oh, that's probably You would probably hate it then if you're an ethical vegetarian. You would not want to eat it.
Right. Yeah.
There goes that point.
Now I'm sure that whoever would be shouting at me about that is super into crypto, but that's it just seems to be the way things roll. But yeah, like why make it if you're not gonna eat it? I used to think Australia was tough, and this just knocks them down some pegs.
They got a bird-eating spider. Bird-eating spider.
Cool. The animals are tough. Whatever happened between when the Brits kicked you out and right after Paul Hogan got serious? Like, did suddenly like the death of Steve Irwin make you all be like, oh, crikey. And just like you just gave up on everything.
Oh.
Right. No, I'm sad about it too.
Yeah.
But god damn it. You know what my response would be? Eat a stingray. Dive into the water and avenge him.
Get that fucking
Avenge him. Clean the ocean of that one single species. Hunt it down in the name of Irwin. Let it be known from bell to bell across the sky. Let the fucking name just cascade across the gossamer wings that we say Irwin, and that means the death of the stingray. We fucking go hard at it. Like how I imagine eventually Atlantis will rise from the sea. We take the fight to them. Let's kickstart this motherfucker. You want to set the world right, Jamie? Give all of us one thing to fight. Fish people. And that's what I'm talking about. We're going to turn this motherfucker around. Like 25 minutes ago, I was ranting about meatballs, and now,
now we're fighting.
Well, no. Here's what I'm saying: I'm bringing the world together. Like Putin's a fucking monster.
Oh Jesus Christ!
But Namor's a fish, and we don't fucks with fish. You're laughing? Jamie, Japan's going to be one of the first people signing up for that bitch.
Yeah.
A voluntary army like that.
They're still wailing.
They're still wailing.
Research.
Right. Delicious research. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Like that's.
Yeah. God. Did you ever watch that show? I forgot what it was called, but it was like these eco. I don't know what you would call them, but they would like record the whaling boats and like try to cut them off.
Oh yeah, I've seen that stuff. All the Greenpeace stuff and everything else like that. And
they had a boat they called the Steve Irwin. It was like this stealth boat.
Yeah, and then it had a pincer that randomly stabbed you in the chest.
It would just stab the chest. But
God damn it!
They would bird dog these whaling boats and just like throw shit at them and stuff. God,
right?
What was that show called?
But weren't the whaling boats like easily 30 feet taller than them, and then they get knocked down by giant water cannons? So it was really like having your little brother trying to ruin your fishing trip.
Yeah. Like they would try to taint the meat. They would throw these like stink bombs over, so they would, because like by the time they found the whalers had already brought on whales. So they're like, well, the only way we could stop them is just hit them with this stink bombs. So they tried to taint them. I forgot what the show was called. But
it's so fucked up that you're gonna wait after they're already monsters. Don't waste the meat.
Yeah, I forgot what the show was called.
It doesn't matter.
But it was always amusing because these guys, their tactics were kind of haphazard, it seemed. But they got like shit tons of money.
Well, yeah, because they're idealistic. But are you telling me, Jamie, that someone who decided to take one boat out named the Steve Irwin to go take on the whaling industry is ill-advised and poorly planned?
Maybe.
I'm just saying. Maybe. I'm just saying. Like, because if stink bombs is your go-to, you haven't been trying hard enough. Because, like, who cares if you damage the boat?
Yeah.
Well, if you're gonna end up like roll in, be in Japanese waters, fucking just absolutely full on pirate that shit. Roll back out into international waters, play the fucking Pirates of the Caribbean theme. Everyone do a Keith Richards impersonation. Wake up at 11:15, fucking fire up Deep Purple, and go back out and do it again. Like, it's not hard.
I was kind of confused. Like, they weren't.
Well, yeah, because they have a TV crew there and they're worried about liability.
Right. I was like, why aren't you actually trying to ground these boats? Like,
right. Because they're afraid of fallback.
Yeah.
And I assume some sort of international law or something like that. But fuck it, man. Like, kick the TV crew out and let's fucking sink a ship. Let's get all fucking God damn it. Let's get all fucking Captain Barbosa on this shit and let's fire the fucking cannons.
Barbosa.
Arr. Arr. Just like, dude. God damn it. Seriously. We go to one Florida college, right? Near the water. And we just do a recruitment drive, right? Want to be a pirate? Want to set the world right?
Yeah.
Want to drink during the day, probably at night, and possibly on the job? Boy, howdy, do we have a job for you. Because look, that ship is fucking huge. Yeah. There's a good chance, even drunk, you're going to hit it with a cannon.
Yeah.
Like, a super good chance you're going to hit it with a cannon.
Like a big chain in the propeller, just knock that shit off. Like something.
Cantaloupes. You get a trebuchet. And more importantly, you get a bunch of drunk college guys and a 3-man slingshot. Jamie, you saw what we managed to do with some apples and oranges. You get a ripe-sized honeydew or cantaloupe and 3 former rugby players just fucking stretching that thing to the goddamn heavens, just launching it out. Right. Or be a real dick. Make ice balls. Make ice balls. Ooh. Where's your evidence now?
Yeah. Like, hit him with all sorts of shit.
Hit him with all sorts of shit.
Hit him with the EMP, knock out their electronics.
I mean, that feels a little advanced. These are guys who are probably recruiting off of the internet. Like, I
mean, they would harass the boats and get real close to them.
Right.
And then, and then the boats would keep whaling. It was
right. But this is the thing, Jamie. Those things are manned by people who live in the cross section of really want to help out the world and don't have shit to do. And that group of people is not the most useful bunch. Like, if you're useful and you want to do that, you end up living in the fucking wilderness and then teaching classes on how to survive. Like, you don't go out on a boat. Like, that's like trust fund kids who want to piss off their parents kind of shit. Like little Trevor don't know shit. He can't tie a fucking knot. He doesn't know the first thing about being on a fucking boat. Like, he hadn't even got his sea legs on him. He's been on this motherfucker 6 months. He's been watching nothing but unboxing videos. He's not helping us at all. He's just tearing up the fucking Wi-Fi. Like, I gotta pay satellite fees for that shit. It's fucking ridiculous, Trevor. You gotta pay your part, Trevor. You gotta pay your part.
They could have done a crossover with the Deadliest Catch folks and just talk to the Hillstrand brothers and say, look, we want to fuck up a boat. Tell us how to do it. And then the Hillstrand brothers would see, like, okay, you do this, you do this, you do this.
Well, yeah, you know what the first question's going to be. What's your feelings on guns and can we wave an American flag? Because if they couldn't wave an American flag to do it, no dice. That's how the Hillstrand, they have
Next
no
time,
problem.
Deadliest Catch.
Right. Yeah. Mike Rose got to be like, the following footage does not necessarily reflect the views of Discovery Channel, and like, just give a whole fucking disclaimer, and then immediately Tokyo Bay, and you're like, oh shit, now we getting serious. All right, yes, that's what I'm. Right, yeah. Hey, dude, I'm telling you right now, it wouldn't be Bon Jovi, it would be fucking Quiet Riot. Because there's that or Mental Health, and just let that be the fucking song and just blast through the whole thing. Yeah,
God, that would be dope as fuck.
That's what I'm saying. Hey, honestly, how about that? Just blast the military does this shit. Yeah. Giant PA system, full on Doof Warrior. All they do, play the beginning of Stairway poorly. No. It's like a Guitar Center all the time. It never stops. Ding. Hang on, let me start over. Ding, 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 ding. Fuck. Hang on. And just all night, and then you swap out a new guy who still doesn't know how to play.
Oh yeah,
and then
they're doing the solo. He's gonna do the solo.
Right, and then every 45 minutes, some dude with a belt that's actually a rope tied way too tight rolls up with an acoustic guitar and goes, "It's 45 minutes past the hour, 15 minutes at the top of the hour. Anyway, here's Wonderwall," and just starts doing a poor version of Wonderwall.
Yeah. There were I would watch that show in a heartbeat.
I
watched that other dumb show in a heartbeat.
You know what? Fuck it. Actually, let's get, now that I think about it, Wonderwall is kind of the greatest one. And if you actually did it like the Weather Channel, here's Wonderwall on the 8s, and just every 8 minutes, at the 8 minute mark, it's fucking Wonderwall.
18, 28.
Right, yeah. Right. And just in between, just poor Guitar Center solos, and then just, anyway, here's Wonderwall.
Were you listening to the Don and Mike show when they got pissed for some reason or changing programming, and they on the 8s every 8 minutes they did that. They did the weather, they did the news.
Yes.
They were just like,
I think they got threatened with like a morning zoo sort of thing, so they decided to just super play it up.
They need to do that to the fucking boat.
Yes, absolutely. And the second anyone starts to get good at singing or playing, they're automatically kicked off the boat.
And it's your chance to turn your amp to 10, because if you have a tube amp, you know that from 0 to 1, you've lost your hearing. So on this boat, you can
all the way up, all the way the fuck up, all the way the fuck up. And honestly, Jamie, that helps our recruiting, because in the middle of the day, like if you go into a Guitar Center between 10:35 and 1:15, you're going to find that cross section of people who's not very good and doesn't have a whole lot going on. And the second you hear somebody trying to get the fucking acoustic thing going, you immediately walk in and go, "How's it going? You sound great. Can I interest you in a job?"
Oh my god!
Like, Bill Gates gives way.
Yeah.
Bill Gates gives
Squire.
he gives way too much money to so many random things. How much is this really going to cost? We can film the whole thing. I don't know why anybody would watch it, but we could film the whole fucking thing. Fuck it. We could stream it on fucking Twitch 24 hours a day.
People will watch the shit out of it.
People will watch the shit out of it. We call it Whale Wars, and we just have them.
That's what the show was called.
Of course it is. Come on. Fuck.
Whale Wars, the return.
Look, if I gotta buy the rights from fucking Discovery for that piece of shit, I'll workshop something else. It's fine.
Yeah. That would be so good.
Yeah.
I would love to plug in a shitty Squire, turn up a Marshall stack
Right.
all the way to 10, because you can't do that. You turn it up to 2 and the neighbors are calling the cops on your ass.
Right. James. Okay. Anyway, so here's another name for the show. Right. Protect the whales, kill the krill. And this is just the whole premise is there's too much krill. The krill are choking the plastic that's rolling around.
Weird.
Right. Yeah. The plastic has to flow free, and there's too many krill because there's not enough whales. And why are there not enough whales? Because Japan. And that's how we start an international incident blasting 80s hair metal. And this is how we managed to get here, because the Australians won't eat the meatball, Jamie.
Eat the meatball, you fucks.
I'm starting an international incident with Japan, like somehow we need to fucking pick that fight again. And then, all because Australia is too fucking weak to eat the meatball. God damn it. I swear to God, Jamie, hear me. I am under the impression that that thing will never go bad because of some sort of sustainable bullshit. And I'm guessing you've had it under glass the entire time or whatever it is. I'll eat it now still. I'll eat it now. You pay me. Hear me now. My name is Brandon Chalmers, and if this company will actually fly me first class round trip from Australia and back and pay for a week's hotel, because I assume my ass is going to need at least a couple days to recover, I will eat this meatball in its entirety in front of you on camera and then let you study me for as long as you'd like. All right? I'm talking weird house related, like fucking video conferences and everything for the rest of my days. I will even get the name of your company tattooed on my lower back like a fucking tramp stamp.
Yes.
All right? Do it, you cowards. Do it. I'll eat this fucking meatball. I'll eat this fucking meatball. You hear me? Where Australia falls down, God damn, America comes first. God damn right. It's the first, last, and only time I'll say America first, because we are number one in meatballs, and number one in heart disease, and number one in meatball-related heart disease. And I am the Venn diagram that are three perfect circles atop one another. I am here to do this goddamn thing. My name is Brandon Chalmers, and God damn it, I want to eat a mastodon meatball.
Oh, I can't get to sing that. Brandon Chalmers.
God shed her grace on thee.
Where can people find you to pay your ticket to Mastodon country?
God damn it. You can find me currently on Instagram under the title That Guy Chalmers, your American hero. Jamie Noguchi, where can they find you? Your new book, potentially, all of your former videos, your Time Magazine articles, and possibly the sweatpants silhouette of the largest cock I've ever seen.
I just put my name and stuff.
Goddamn right you do. Don't get it confused with Peter North. It's real similar. I saw it wink at me once. Scariest experience of my life. I tried noodling once too. I'd rather go after the fish. Oh my God.
All right. Eat the meatball.
Eat the meatball.